everyone who's just joined, welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen, where contestants compete in a variety of food challenges on my show. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show for myself and the guests. My contestants for the show today are Uncle Brian, Tracy, and Indy, with my guest judge, Funwithdeeds. Let me bring in Funwithdeeds into the box so we can meet Funwithdeeds, our judge.
Hey guys, how we doing? I cannot wait for this. This is going to be amazing. Remember, it's all about fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables. I'll be juggling for you a bit later, and I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen here. How I
I'm good. It's going to be wild. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get entertaining. It's just going to be one of the craziest streams that people are probably going to see up when it gets uploaded to the YouTube channel. So we're going to welcome in the guests. Let me get all our guests into the box. We'll get Indy first in the box. Then we'll get Tracy into the box. And then we will get Uncle Brian into the box.
Hey everyone.
Hello, Uncle Brian. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Indy.
Hello.
All right. So for everyone who does not know Deeds, please introduce yourself to everyone in the audience so they can have an idea who you are.
Well, I'm pretty sure everyone does know me, but for the audience especially, I'm Funwithdeeds. I am a top badge on stream. I've been streaming for like 2 years and 2 months. I absolutely love it. I do lots of different content, mainly comedy. But yeah, I do lots of different content. I've known Borat for a little bit, and honestly, I cannot wait to see where this goes, and the contestants, all 3 of you. I think this is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to judge you all. Cannot wait for us to bounce off each other. It's just going to be amazing. Honestly, guys, it's going to be amazing. Like I haven't been able to wait for this all week. So look at them all. They're all ready. Look, I can see they're eager. They're eager.
They're all excited. Uncle Brian, we'll go with you first. Can you please introduce yourself for everyone who has never met you before or does not know you?
Hello, I'm Uncle Brian.
And
I'm honored to be here and cannot wait to make my animal, vegetable, creature, fruit, veggie thing that I'm going to make. I'm looking forward. Cannot wait.
It's a big pumpkin. It looks like his microphone, doesn't it? Happens to be sat there perfectly as a check 1, 2.
1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
It does, definitely. It looks wild. It's crazy. It's crazy. Trace, could you please introduce yourself to everyone who does not know you as well now?
I think pretty much everyone knows me as well. I'm Tracy. I've actually been on your show a couple times now, Borat, haven't I? I'm the almost the permanent one you've got to fight against. So pretty much, it seems that way. So we're doing vegetables today. So I'm pretty much ready to go. It's not always about the height. It's about all the length or the it's how you use it and make it. So no, awesome. That's it. Awesome. Hi, Dee.
Awesome. And awesome. And Indy,
an extra high.
Indy, could you please introduce yourself to everyone who does not know you?
Hi, I'm Indy Love, but I'm changed my name to Goddess Indy. So yeah, I have my own stream and I'm really excited to use my favorite ingredients to do this challenge.
It's
your favorite ingredient. Oh, this could be interesting.
Fruit and vegetables.
So like the contestant's goal is to make.
I'm already writing down. See, I'm already invested here.
Very invested. So the contestant's goal today is to make the tallest fruit and vegetable, animal, or creature structure using the most craziest ingredients they've got. They can use any edible ingredients only to hold their structure up. They can't use any plastic, metal, wooden, or any materials that are not edible. They can use anything edible in their reach. So the rules for the contestants are that they have 30 minutes to do the actual build. Once I say go, and they build for 30 minutes. Once the 30 minutes time is up, I will squeak my carrot and chili like that, and they have to step away from their structure. Whatever happens, happens. Our judge, Funwithdeeds, will be judging you based on the ingredients, the height, the creativity, and the stability of your structure. Yep, so it's going to be very interesting to see what Deeds is going to do at the end of this 30 minutes and how she's going to react with your structures. So without due respect with anything else, is everyone ready with a thumbs up? Are you ready to say, yes, chef, let's go?
Let's go, Chef.
Let's go. All right, so I'm going to set the timer now. We're going to start the timer in 5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Build. Go.
Come on, everybody, get your fruit
We
and
got the
vegetable
juggling.
out.
We got the
You heard his
juggling.
little post.
We got the juggling happening. We got Brian there sorting out his pumpkin.
No, I'm gonna be a judge. I need to get to know these people as they go along as well. So I don't know. Maybe you ask some questions and I'll ask some questions and we'll go with it, right?
We'll ask questions to the audience and the contestants. We'll be bantering back and forth with them. So we will see what they come up with. We will ask them questions as they're going with their builds. So you can ask them a question at any time you want to say, like, if you see them doing something strange, just point it out and we have a chat about it. Ask them what they're getting up to. So I think with a bit of an idea, let's find out what Brian is thinking. Like, what is going to happen, Brian? What are you thinking?
I am going to do a little bit of a creature from the Black Lagoon sort of feel. It's it's going to be a sea creature, one like you've never seen, one that's from the depths of the ocean that we may not have seen before. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the first time it's ever revealed on live here. So
ever revealed. So you're making something that nobody else has ever made before because it's from fruit and vegetables. That's amazing. I can see that you prepped up really well over there, to be honest with you. I can see like you've got a lot of stuff going on in your kitchen and most of it is quite height relatable. You've definitely picked stuff that intrigues me a little bit. So can you tell me why like you might have picked these things that you're using today?
Well, I actually had lovely, I don't know, she's sort of infamous in the stream, homegirl that lives with me. She was the one that ran in last second, was able to get the ingredients for me. We FaceTimed while she was in the store and sort of went through like, oh, we could use this, we could use that, we could use this, we could use that. So thank God. So
So you did this all for a FaceTime. So you literally it was like a stream, but with a best friend on the phone and you're running around like Supermarket Sweep. If anybody remembers Supermarket Sweep, for me, I love that program. It's one of my favorite programs as a childhood. And you get to run around and you grab what you can for the money, yeah. So like, is that what you did with your friend? And she was just showing you, and you went everything that was large you went for, or how did it work? Was it the fresher or the larger?
It was very strategic. We went for a little bit of both. We actually wanted a watermelon. They're not in season here in Michigan, so we instead went with gourds and eggplants and celery. So had to go with what we had, you know what I mean, what was available. So, but I feel like we came with a pretty good idea. Everything worked out in the end. So
awesome. That shows you with the show, you don't have to, you can always get a friend to drop you some ingredients if you're in a hurry. You don't have to have yourself go out. Like, you could do it online. You could also order the ingredients and get it delivered. It's very simple. And, to be part of the show, it's very easy to be a contestant. And it just shows you with Brian, that's an example. Like, he got someone else to just FaceTime him and he got everything he needed.
110%. And I can see already he's been like a few minutes in and there's quite a lot of structure going on already. Like, I'm very intrigued. But yeah, I kind of want to see what Tracy's up to over there. Like, she always intrigues me. I've watched her in the past shows and stuff. And yeah, I've also been in Tracy's house. So I'm just like, what's going on over there?
I'm just looking at Brian's structure at the moment. That is wild.
I know. I'm trying to watch the other two. I might need to see a little better camera on God there, bless her. But yeah, I'm trying to work out what she's doing now.
She's got carrots. She's got carrots, I think, and she's chopping the carrots and building up. That's a smart way to do it as well, so keep the stability of the actual structure. That's a good way to build. Just base it on like a structural base and then build up from that.
Tracy, can you tell us what fruit and vegetables you decided to use? Because I can see a couple there, but do you want to just tell everyone in the audience?
I decided that I would go a range of everything this time. So I've always stuck to usually the topic. Do you know what I mean? So, but like I won the last one, so which is great. I won the taco challenge. But the one before that, I went mainly just for the ingredients and like thinking had to be all of it. So this time, but I'm knowing now that I can actually use whatever. as long as it's edible, and it doesn't have to be edible at the time. You know what I mean?
Right. So
Little,
what fruit and vegetable have you
so,
decided
yeah.
to use today?
So I've decided to go with, you can see probably a really weird range. I've got bananas, I've got pumpkin, butternut, I've got potatoes, I've got carrots, I've got apples, I've got onions, I've got an iceberg lettuce, I've got cherry tomatoes as well, and little mesclun lettuce. Actually.
Okay. And have you got anything on the side of that you're helping to build it?
What do you mean? Like, sorry, have I got any extras?
There's not fruit and vegetables that's allowed to be
It's only
used to
fruit
help
and
build.
only fruit and vegetables, yes.
She's only got fruit and vegetables. They can use any edible ingredients. They can use anything that's edible. It could be
That's what I was
toothpaste.
just checking if there was anything else like a toothpaste
They
or
can use toothpaste. They can use anything they like, the contestants. So if you
bit of
just
Marmite, you know, bit of peanut butter, whatever it may be, a bit of ice cream. We've done that in the past, right?
I have a pantry.
Well, if you just joined in, welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen, where contestants are competing to fight it out and building the craziest, wildest animal creature structure using only fruit and vegetables and any edible ingredients. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge.
I'm the judge.
These are my contestants, Goddess Indy, Trace, and Uncle Brian. Please make sure you hit them with a favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. We're already 24 minutes in. Left on the clock. Time ticks by very fast during the show, as contestants have found out in the past that it goes very, very quickly. So, you know, you got to be very skillful with your time and don't waste your time, because at the end you have to step away and we're going to see what craziness and chaos is going to happen.
You say they're 12 minutes in, yeah? 12 minutes in.
They're no, 5 minutes. They're under 5 minutes in. They're 23 minutes.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said, I was like, wow.
They got 23 minutes and 31 seconds left on the clock as we speak now. So it's going to be interesting to see. I love how Brian's building something that looks like it's a rocket ship ready to launch.
Oh, it's amazing. But we've got to go on. We've got to go and see Goddess Indy. We've got to check her out and see what she's saying and what she's using.
Yeah,
you tell us a little bit about what's going on over there.
No,
what's happening?
it's not working.
Come on, you can do it. Just tell us a little bit what's happening, what you were thinking, what you were inspired with, what you were thinking before you came on the show. Like, you know.
I really wanted to make a giraffe, but it's just not happening the way I want it to happen. So I'm gonna have to try something different.
Well, yeah, a giraffe will make you have a laugh. It might be something else. You know, let's try with that. Hey.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. A giraffe. You know, that's an interesting build idea. I think that's cool. It's a cute idea.
I've got to ask you, Borat, though. I've got to ask you, like, what I know the rules and the regulations, but you know, what if it's a dyslexic animal, an accident? What if they actually come up with a mixed breed of some sort that might not be out there yet in the world? Do we reckon we can work with that? Like, you know, do you think that's going to be allowed? Or
yeah, we can. It's anything their minds come to. So this is the imaginative process. They could come up with the craziest, creative, wildest animal that you've ever seen. It could be a hybrid zebra, lion, giraffe, monkey. It could be anything they come up with.
Yeah.
And we just see what it's just where the world goes. Your imagination can go wild in the stream.
And that's the thing I love about this show, honestly, and that's why I was happy. I was like, I have to be a judge on this show. Like, and Tracy, I know you've been a contestant on it a few times. Brian, I know you well. Goddess, I've seen you around, but I couldn't wait to do this. And even when we were in my stream, people were like, are you good enough to be a judge on his show? And one of my friends was asking me things like, okay, would you use a potato or would you use an orange? And I was like, well, I'll pick a potato because I could carve it easier. An orange you wouldn't be able to carve as much, right? So this is where I was. So we were just doing tests on a fruit and a vegetable, or two fruit or two vegetables, and we were having a laugh with that. But these are just the stuff that I could grab out of my fridge, and I used to juggle myself. So I thought, oh, let's have a bit of banter. But you know, for my snacks, I thought I'll just bring a strawberries. I've got a whole panel of strawberries. You know, I bought some strawberries along for snacks. You've got to have snacks in these sort of things. And I'm thinking fruit and vegetables is quite a vegan stream, really, isn't it? We're quite vegan in here, you know. There's no meat in here. Everyone can be themselves.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you knew, October the 20th is World Vegetable and Fruit Day. So
is it?
Yeah, October the 20th is the World Vegetable and Fruit Day. So that's when we celebrate our fruit and veggies. So everyone should get fruit and veggies into you because it's good for your nutrition. So this stream's also a bit of a health promotion as well for people that need to get the health kit going. So you can eat all the fruit, all the vegetables, strawberries. It's delicious. I mean, I love my strawberries the most. I love strawberries out of most of my fruit.
You can't beat
Mangoes.
strawberries. Like I love strawberries with a lot of stuff. Like you know, and it reminds me of my nana. She used to always make me strawberries like for breakfast. I'd have them with my Weetabix. You know, I'd have Weetabix. And I'm sure that's worldwide, right? Weetabix. And I'd
Weet-Bix,
have a
yes.
few strawberries on the top with either strawberries or bananas and the weeniest, like not even a half spoon of sugar. And she would just put a weeny bit on the top. And I could do it without eventually with a bit of milk or even on shredded wheat and stuff. I'd have like strawberries, bananas. Yeah, and it reminds me of my nana, and she was a good person in my life. So yeah, it
That's
made me eat
awesome.
more fruit.
That's awesome. But you know, strawberries aren't actually a berry, but technically they're not a berry. So I found this out during the show when I was researching about foods and different fruits and vegetables. And what I found out was that they're not a berry technically because they have their seeds on. So it says berries by definition have their seeds on the inside, while strawberries hold their 200 seeds on the outside. So there's about 200
Yeah, they
seeds for
do.
every
There you
strawberry.
go. You can see it. Look, there you go, guys. If you can't remember what a strawberry like, some people don't even know what a strawberry looks like. You know what I mean? But there you go. There's about 50 seeds just on the outside there.
100%. So there's a fun fact for you about strawberries if you did not know. Contestants, you have 19 minutes left on the clock. 10 minutes has already gone by that quickly. Welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen.
Well, I want to know what Tracy's doing here. What's Tracy doing here? Look, she's looking like she's winding up an old-fashioned clock. Like, can you tell us what that instrument is? Because not everybody will know what it is, and it could be an instrument.
It could be an instrument.
It's a it makes spiral like like type things. It's how do you explain it until I show you? Hold on. I don't exactly know what it's called. You say
Spiral.
Oh, it's a cucumber spiraler. I don't know the name for it. Does anybody in the comments know what the name for it is?
Anyone know what that is called? I got no idea. I got no idea what you call that.
What are those things called that you used to have as a kid that were like that and they go down the steps one at a time? What were they called?
A slinky.
Slinkies. Do you remember Slinkies? Do you imagine having like a giant cucumber, one of them, just going down the stairs like whoop, whoop, whoop.
Fun fact, I was talking about slinkies on a call today. That was
Was you? So this is why we're really good mates now. Like me and you know that. Like we're gonna be battling so much more. And honestly, thanks for having me on the show. And I'm still looking at Brian's. And honestly, oh goddess, I'm looking at yours as well. Like I'm like, whoa, there's some stuff going on here.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. And I'm glad I'm on this show. This is my favorite.
Well, when it gets to the 5-minute mark, that's when the contestants freak out. So that's when you see things going a bit haywire and a bit crazy.
And has everybody remembered their tape measure? Did everybody remember their tape measure?
No, the kids stole my bloody ruler, so I'm going to buy one quickly.
I don't have a
Oh my
tape measure.
god! Wow.
I might have some.
Well, we're gonna have to just put you all side by side in the camera. You know, no cheating with where you put your camera.
Something else that I wanted to tell everyone and get a bit of knowledge about fruit and vegetables. Did you know as well in 1995, NASA sent up potatoes to grow in space? That was the first vegetable that they grew in space. So NASA decided that potato would be the most easiest.
Really? So I'm glad I have one here. So this potato, actually this potato came from NASA. Before I came on your show, I just popped up there and I grabbed one, you know, because I'm an important person. I just popped with my friends out there. Then I got this potato.
Potato from NASA. That's awesome.
This is the potato from NASA.
All right. All right.
One potato.
So let's just quickly check in with Indy because I'm curious because her build has been getting a bit interesting now. It's went to a bit of a it was very unstable at the start, and now it's sort of like stabilizing itself, which is cool.
She's got it going on, like she's got like a whole little castle going on from what I can see from the angle.
Yeah, and she's balancing it pretty well. It looks like they're balancing well.
It's like a giraffe dinosaur now.
I feel like that would be perfect for like one of the troll movies. You know what I mean? I really feel like that would be something they would live in.
Like a troll house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everyone in the box, I'm
that's cool.
I'm going to go box by box, and I want to find out what your favorite fruit and vegetables are, so everyone can tell us what they love, what's their favorite. So, Deeds, what is your favorite fruit and vegetable?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I don't own a banana, but I do love bananas, and we all got to laugh
do
at
have
that
one
because
up
if you
here.
know me, but we won't do the rest on it. And I love. Do you know why I love potatoes? I love actually. There's a lot of fruit and veg that I like because there's so much I've not actually been able to try in the world unless you're a traveler. Like when I travel, I always try and taste stuff that I'm not used to because we don't grow it in our countries. And then when they do try, there's the laws, and you especially in Australia know these things. But like for
Yeah.
me, I love potatoes because you can do so much with them. You know, they're fries, they're mashed potato. You have them in your shepherd's pie. You can have mashed potato with like pie and veg and amazing vegetables like turnips and carrots and sweet corn and but yeah, like potatoes is definitely up there for me. It always has been. Like I got asked what would I have if I was surviving on an island. I was like, I'd pick potatoes because you could roast them every day and they'd be nice. You know, you make wedges, but like you can make so many things with them.
Potatoes, potatoes are the
Yeah, it's
best.
difficult.
They're the best, and
It's
I love them, especially hot chips.
yeah,
You get your hot chip
fruit.
fries.
Fruit
Delicious.
definitely up there with bananas, just because I've always found, because I was an outdoor activity instructor for such a long time, that it was something that filled me up, and it's actually really good for you. Bananas are really good for you. Um, and I would have them a lot in my smoothies and stuff too. And it would be another, you know, if you're not feeling like you can eat a dinner, like have a shake. I'm always about the smoothies with your fruit. Chuck everything in, your cereal, whatever it is, even your apple cider vinegar. I have a little shot of apple cider vinegar like every day at the minute just to help. It's good for your body, and I would chuck it all in a shake, and I love it. But yeah, definitely bananas for fruit, and for vegetables, potatoes.
Awesome.
But that's for me. So
Awesome.
yeah, let's hear what
Let's
these
find out
guys have
from
got to
Brian.
say.
Yeah, let's find out from Brian. Brian, what's your favorite fruit and vegetable?
Oh, by
Is he there, or is he conquered in?
Is he conquered?
I would say that it's got to be raspberries. I mean, vegetable-wise, though, Brussels sprouts. Honestly, that's not a popular opinion, but it's my favorite. Asparagus is up there too. I can't lie. Asparagus is one of my favorites.
Brussels sprouts and asparagus. That's a very odd combination because most people hate Brussels sprouts.
Oh, do you not remember when your grandpa and grandma like used to go, you have to have 2 Brussels sprouts this Christmas if you want to eat all your dinner? And I'll just eat them first, you know, dip them in the gravy, the homemade gravy, and you chuck them in your mouth. Brussels sprouts are a hit and miss. I actually like them now. I like them now because I had them that much. But it was the same with olives. But
They genetically modified them to taste better in the last 30 years. So
you
Really?
reckon? What did they do different? Can you tell us a fact
Yeah.
about Brussels sprouts, Brian, before we go over to the others?
Yeah, I'm curious.
they ended up making some genetic change in order for them to taste better and more appealing, and they're bigger as well. So,
I have noticed that they do taste better.
Yeah.
I think we all just got older, and your taste buds just change as you get older, right? And
Well, you learn how to season them and
Very
not
true.
overcook them.
Very true. Your taste buds will
yeah,
change.
that's it. And you cook Brussels sprouts in
taste buds do
bacon.
change.
Cook Brussels sprouts in a little cut up pieces of bacon. I think they taste a lot better.
Yeah, like
Personally,
cabbage.
Yum.
yeah.
That sounds good. That sounds so good. Everyone in the comments, are you hungry? Are you starving? You want to get something to eat now? You're hungry?
Who's gonna send me their Uber, and how much is it gonna cost from each of your countries to get to Spain?
I might need to.
So Tracy, where are you going with yours? Let's talk about yours for a minute. Like, you know, we're gonna
Yeah, what's your favorite fruit and vegetables, Trace? Let us know
I love berries
what's
and
also
stuff,
happening with
but
the
like
bill.
I love smoothies as well. I used to work at Boost Juice back in the heyday, so for me, it was always, like fresh, like lemon and berries and pineapple and oranges and everything's like just put into a smoothie, like the juice and stuff. So I love that. You can make anything like into a daiquiri, alcoholic. You know what I mean? So you just put like crushed up strawberries or berries or mango or anything like that. So everything's putting into the old smoothie type thing. So / daiquiri.
Yum.
So that's probably my favorite.
Yum. That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Also,
That sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds enjoyable.
Potatoes.
I want to know who's helping
Alright.
out Brian over there, because I can see 4 hands, not 2.
That
All
is
right,
my
Indy, let's just quickly
favorite.
jump to Indy.
That's who bought all the ingredients for me.
So she's sitting here.
Oh, that's cool. Anyway, sorry, Indy, you go, darling.
So yeah, we're trying to get
What's the
Indy. Indy,
question?
please tell us what your favorite fruit and vegetable is.
My
Your favorite
fruit
fruit and vegetable.
Mango is my favorite fruit. And vegetables, I'd say probably broccoli. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love all fruits and vegetables except Brussels sprouts aren't
I
my
just love
favorite.
the way
Okay.
she says broccoli. Broccoli. Like for
Broccoli.
me, it's broccoli. Broccoli.
Broccoli, yeah. Broccoli for me too. That's right.
It's just the way she says
Really?
broccoli. Like, you know, broccoli, everyone. It's cute. No, it's different. It's weird though, isn't it? Like the way that everybody says different things around the world. You know, there's certain things in Australia
Tomato,
that I
tomato.
don't say. Like capsicum for me is a pepper, but pepper's hot.
Yeah.
It gets very confusing. But now I'm learning these things, and sometimes we're having disputes about things, and I'm like, what? But now I know it's okay. Hey, Johnny.
And
Is
tomato,
broccoli
tomato is a
is,
common American one. You know, tomato,
Yes,
tomato. They say that.
tomato, 100%. Yeah.
is broccoli
100%.
like
That's
an
the most
American thing or is
common one that I
it
hear all the time on the app. Tomato, tomato.
No, I just call it broccoli. I've always called it broccoli. I'm from the UK originally. I live in Mallorca in Spain. But like as some people from here, they know that I'll be moving to Australia as soon as they will let me in. But yeah, I'm learning. I've done stream for a couple of years now, and we do, don't we? You know that, Borat. There's a lot of different ways that people say different things. It's like like aluminum. Let's not start there.
Adidas.
Well, everyone, welcome into Borat Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, Fun with Deeds. These
Hey,
are my
guys.
contestants, Goddess Indy, Tracy, and Uncle Brian. Please make sure you hit them with a favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated. What they're doing is they're building the craziest, tallest creature or animal using fruit and vegetable ingredients. It's going to be crazy. They can use any edible ingredients they like for the show to build their structure and hold their structure up. So we're going to see what's going to happen in the coming minutes. Bear in mind, they have only 8 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. That's how quickly the
It's
time
gone
goes
quick,
in
right?
this
It's
show.
gone quick. I think my judging is probably going to take about 10 minutes because I'm going to want to see all angles. You guys also need to remember, okay, I'm a streamer, but I'm also, I am a photographer as well, and I do a lot of videoing as well with that. So I would expect you all to be giving me the best angles of your structures, especially so I can make these scores perfect to what they should be. So if you can give me every angle that you can, then yeah, we can go for our height, structure, creativity, and our ingredients from there. And I'm like, me and Borat cannot wait to see these. Like right now, it's just changing every minute, and it's very fascinating to watch.
It is. It's very interesting. You know, we touched on broccoli. So broccoli actually is a flower. For those people who didn't know, it's actually a flower that you can eat. And it's also part of the cabbage family. So I don't
Yeah,
know if you knew it
I
was
knew
also
that.
associated
That's
to
actually
the
a
cabbage
fact I
family.
knew.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Yeah.
farmer friends. I'm obsessed with farming at the minute. So obsessed. Like people don't throw their hats off to farmers enough, right? Until they actually know what they do. You know, and it's not an
I
easy
agree.
job. It's not an easy job.
I agree. Farming is not an easy job. For farmers to have your fruit and vegetables on your plate, it's a lot of work, a lot of
Yeah.
time, a lot of money. And we should appreciate them more because that's what gets us healthy. So if we didn't have the fruit and vegetables, we'd be lacking a lot of important vitamins for ourselves.
100%. And they're relying on weather all the time. We've got to appreciate those facts. Like we're relying on weather. I like the way I'm a farmer now. I actually went to an agricultural college. That's where I studied. So it was all the people that did farming, and I did all my outdoor activities and studied the army with the same college. And it was really fascinating actually, because we had fruit and vegetable being grown all over the farm around us. And I used to go on the tractors and hang out with the farmers, and it was really intriguing to see how they did everything. Yeah, it really interests me. You know, there's a lot of work that goes into it, and it can be great for them. And then if they get 3 days rain, everything changes. Everything changes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it could be too much
Yep.
and they can't put things in or they can't take things out. And if it doesn't hit the measurement, because they have I don't know the names of it, guys, I'm sorry, but they have like all these special things that they put it in and they test the seeds or whatever it may be for corn or for potatoes or whatever it is. And then they turn around and they go, no, we can't take it. It's a little bit over. So they have to wait a week. But then if other people have got theirs out, they might not be able to sell their product because places won't take it because they've already got enough. You know, it's a very hard world to be in.
It is. It's very hard. And, I've lived with farming areas. I've lived near a farming area. I've experienced what, a farming lifestyle is
Yeah.
like where I was born. So I do know how hard they do work for our fruit and vegetables, and I always appreciate the hard work of farmers, because like I said, they're not around. We're not going to have a healthy fruit and veggie around unless we grow it ourselves.
Yeah, 110%. My granddad used to, when I was a kid, he had his little patch, and every Sunday we'd go out and we would get all of our vegetables for our roast dinner every Sunday out of his garden. And I really appreciated that as a kid. It was really nice to go, oh, we've got the carrots. And it was a good way for me to learn as well as a child, like, because you're as a kid, sometimes you want to go out and play and we don't realize those bits. But my nan and granddad did it so well that I could go out and I could get those bits with him. And then I would want to get involved in the kitchen with my nana. And then when that was there in front of you, it was like, wow, that's what they grew, and it does. It's just so intriguing. Oh, look at this. Look at Brian's. I feel like it has eyes.
Brian's, that's interesting. Let's just touch base with all the contestants because they've got less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's find out, Brian, what's going on, Brian. Just give us a quick rundown before your time starts running out. We've got 5 minutes left on the clock.
I am hoping that it stands up. His name is Fred. This is Fred from the Black Lagoon. And we may need to do a little bit of reinforcement in here to get him to stay.
Bit of reinforcement on the structure.
Wow.
I want to see how long that's going to stand up for. You got 4 minutes 15 on the clock.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of time. It's going to be interesting
I
to
think
see
you
if it
should
holds
take a couple of minutes to make sure it stays up, and any added extra bits that you need to do it now. And I can see Goddess is finished. Are you finished there, darling?
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you finished with your crazy
sure there's
creature
nothing
structure?
Nothing else you want to add to it before?
Oh, wow.
Nah, I don't want to risk
She's
it.
ready, 3 minutes 50.
But I made a little tree.
She's not risking it. Okay,
cool.
fair enough.
Well, you got 4 minutes. If
enough.
there's anything else you want to add,
You got 3 minutes 39 seconds on the clock. Trace, what's happening with you? What are you doing there? What's going on?
So I'm doing something that's really hasn't worked out, but it has in other ways too. So we're going to get there in the last 5 minutes, like I always do.
Yep.
Well, you got 3 minutes left.
Last minute. You got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left, Trace. Remember, 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Listen, it's not about how you start. It's always about how you finish. Okay. So you never know. This is looking very good from all sides. I'm very impressed with everybody. I cannot wait to vote. Oh, it's going to be difficult though. I might need the audience to help me out a little bit.
Well, I'm going to ask a question to everyone. This is open to the comments and everyone in the box. What is a carrot's favorite movie? If you can come up with the right answer, let's see if anyone hits the answer. What's the carrot's favorite movie? We'll start with you, Deeds. What do you think it is?
Oh, I don't know. I can't answer that because what I want to answer isn't. Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. What do you think, Brian? What do you think your answer is?
I mean, I was also
the warning for 2 minutes.
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit. What do you think it is, Trace?
So what is it? I don't know.
What's a carrot's favorite movie?
Oh, I don't know. Favorite movie would be something hop. I don't know. Carrots, they can see you better. I don't know. Go. What is it?
What is it, Indy? What do you think it is? What's a carrot's favorite movie?
I don't know. I don't know. Peter Rabbit? I don't know.
I was generally going to say the sausage movie.
Sausage Party.
It's the Karate Kid.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Get it.
Tarnish got it in the comments.
I feel like Tarnish might have cheated and used Google there. Or
no,
Alexa.
Tarnish got that one.
I like Ty's answer though. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a good one, isn't
that
it?
Was
that
good,
was a good
right?
answer.
That was very good. Yeah, I like that.
We got one more carrot related question while we have a minute left on the clock. So the other question I had was, why did the carrot visit a psychic? Anyone know the answer to that one?
Why did the carrot visit the psychic?
Visit a psychic.
I can't think. Why did the carrot visit the psychic? He said the same thing.
To To get its carrots cards read.
Oh my days. Really?
You have 38 seconds
And
on
I'm
the clock.
juggling
Everyone,
with-
welcome
I'm
to
juggling
Borat's
with Tim
Chaos
Lemons.
Kitchen. Welcome to
Someone needs
Borat's
to
Chaos
make you a
Kitchen. You have
daddy.
31 seconds left on the clock. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, Fun with
It's the
Deeds. This is
final
my contestants,
countdown.
Indy, Tracy, and Uncle Brian. Please make sure you hit them with a favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. So we're getting towards the final moments of their builds. They've got 12 seconds left on the clock. This is going to get crazy. Remember, you got 12 seconds that's counting down. Once I squeak these squeakers, you are going to be done. Once the carrot and the chili squeaks, you have to step away. Whatever happens, happens. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your structures.
Never thought I'd be squeezing my lemons in it. Okay.
All right, so let's have a look. Let's have a look
Squeaky
at your
toes.
builds. Let's have a bit of a
Okay.
discussion of what you've got. Oh,
Okay, we do one at a time, yeah? Because like I need to do one at a
Yeah.
time so I can take it in. We'll go with Tracy first.
Yeah,
So
we
she's
need to-
very eager.
yeah.
I'll show you in a minute.
Let's see what Tracy's
So
got.
mine is
So-
pheasant game related, and it is a peacock.
I
That
can
is smart,
see that. I
Tracy.
can
Well
see
done.
that
That's
peacock.
awesome.
That's
That is
very
awesome.
creative.
That was a
Yeah.
smart move, Trace. Well played. Well played.
I'm
Uncle
just
Brian, let's see what
loving the
you've got
thirsty
there.
Sprite next to it as well. Like, you know,
I know,
just dribble
right?
over it.
Hey, you're lucky it's not booze. And look, and there's the dirty
Can you show
show.
us it? Can you show us it from the top as well, please? So like
Yeah.
bird's
Can we
eye
get off the
view?
top view?
Because I would love to see the bird's eye view of it.
It's-
too.
Let's get a bird's eye view for the bird.
Oh, this is gonna be
Look at
hard,
the mood.
guys. But yeah. Right, so that's Tracy's. I can see Tracy's. Right. Let's go
Uncle
to
Brian,
Goddess
give
is
us
next
some-
because Goddess is there. Goddess, can you like zoom in and like show us from far away and then go in across it so I can see it from butt to face? So can you so you've done a tree at the front and then can you tell us what you've done, please?
The bum.
Okay, so this is my this is my dinosaur / giraffe eating a tree. So that's his little bum and his tail there.
Ah,
I made it with carrot tops, and then his little,
That is
that's his
smart.
little hair and his
Oh,
eye.
that's cute. And is that a pear? Is that a pear as the head?
Yeah,
It's a
that's his
pear.
tongue.
And I like that because it looks like he's
Yeah,
got like a
that's-
little tongue hanging out as well. And then you've
Yeah,
got
he's
some
got
leaves on there and
leaves.
you've made a little tree. That's cool.
that is cool. That is cool. Well played, Indy. Well done. That's
Okay, and then
awesome. I love
Brian,
it.
can we just see what
Brian?
you're doing over there? Because like he's ready. Just have a disco light on that and just go party in the middle of the dance floor. 80s music.
It's like it's ready to
It
rave.
was just
It's
put the
like-
90s music on, like.
He's got some arms. He's got a grass skirt. He's got his black shoes on. He's ready for dancing. He's
Oh,
wearing
these
his
are a
skirt.
lot.
He's got his arms. Oh, and look at that
Crazy.
cute face. Oh my God, he's wearing. He's got his.
Is
hair
that
on the
olives? Have you
side.
got olives as
Alright.
eyes
Olives in the
there?
eyes. That is so funny. I love it.
Yeah, he's.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is hard, Borat. Like, you know, they're oh.
He's got the hair. He's
Okay.
got two different hairstyles. He's got the nay whipped
How's he
over,
holding that on?
and then he's also got a
That is
tail.
crazy.
He's also got a tail.
All right.
Made out of banana. That's smart.
Can we do like where are we going to start, Borat? Where do you want us to start? Because if we're going to start
Okay,
with
so
height,
we're gonna
I'd like
start
a
with the
tape
height.
measure.
Yeah.
Height
Can
it
we get
is.
some kind of measuring? Can we
Because
get
I
a
definitely say
measuring,
that Brian's winning for the height. No,
Yeah,
not sure
definitely
we
Brian's
need
the
the
tallest.
measurer.
We know Brian's the tallest, and I think Trace would be second, and then Indy's would be
He's the
third,
only
if
man in the
I'm correct.
building, so he had to be tall.
Thank you.
So
I have short man
Oh,
syndrome
Ingrid?
too. Yeah.
so what are we at, Brian?
We are coming in at I would say 19.75 inches, just shy of 20.
So we just say 20 then, yeah?
19.75.
Because like, yeah.
Yeah, if I whipped his hair up a little
Is that
higher,
centimeters or inches?
That's 19.75 inches or centimeters.
Inches. Centimeters.
Inches,
It will
they're in-
be. I forgot.
No, it's okay. I'm good with inches.
Okay.
Look, I've got 2
Yes.
inches on my finger, so I can work out where we're going. Okay.
Deeds is good with inches. She knows
Yeah.
what she's doing with her
Good with
inches, that's for
inches.
sure.
20 inches, right? So I've got that. So it's about that, but it's
Right.
about that big. It's about that, like that, like that. Yeah.
I knocked mine
Yeah,
off.
roughly.
Pretty decent.
Oh.
I
Trace,
slammed
how high
it,
was
but-
it?
It was. I luckily I measured it, but I slammed the cupboard and I bloody knocked it over.
That's all right. That's
Getting
what
out
we
of
saw
doors to
before got
disable
knocked
the-
over.
And it was 14 inches, but it was like to save all the vegetables. I started tidying them up because they're starting to go brown. So I thought I'll do this, I'll take that. So I made myself stuff up. That's all right.
All right, Indy, are you back yet? Please, are you back?
Come on, wait.
So what we'll do is Brian is the tallest, Trace is the second tallest, Indy's is obviously the shortest compared to all three of the contestants. So firstly, we'll go by height for.
So like for height,
Brian,
obviously I'm
so
gonna have to go
on a-
for a full whacking 10 for Brian because he's got
10?
the highest one, and that's only fair in this game, right? So I'm gonna go by height
Yeah.
with that, and it stayed up, it's not moved, and to be honest, he's had that like that for a while, and he's added extra to it. So for Tracy, I'll give 9.5. Give 9.5.
9.5.
All right, because she's done a cracking job, but she's got to have half a point less because it's not so tall. Okay, but it's thicker.
Yeah.
Sometimes these things,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot there, right? We can go into all of it, but yeah, I'll go, and then I'll go nine. I'm gonna go 9 for you, Goddess, because yours is a little bit shorter than everyone else's. It's a lot wider. It's not, you know, about everything and anything what you can do and what have you, but I've got to do a half point different because at the end of the day, I think they're all amazing. I think they're all very strong, and I can't give you too much scores different, okay? Because I think you've all done very well in this. Fruit and vegetables,
They
and
all
that
did
song you put to it, fruit and vegetables,
Fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
right? So that's the height. We can go with the height. So we're gonna go with the structure now. So I wanna go through them again
Yeah.
personally. I want you to talk about what exactly you use from the head to the butt, please. I would love to know what you've used, Brian, all the way from the hair to the foot.
All right, so we went with a carrot top for the hair, also with some fettuccine noodles as well. A tomato makes up the skull. The marshmallows are the whites of the eyes. And then we kind of went with the cartoony bulging eyes with the red pupils coming out the front with some pimento olives. And then we went with a nice long carrot nose as well to make sure that he gets good personality there. And also, you know, just made sure that everything stayed up. I'm going to give a little trade secret away, but we used a pasta noodle. This right here is absolutely
Listen,
clutch.
you're allowed to use those things, and honestly,
Yes.
you're
Anything
probably-
edible, that's
Yeah,
right.
you're
They're
hitting your
they're
head
edible.
on a
That's
few
how
things
I
there.
got
You've
the
done
eyes
very
staying.
well.
And then so next we move
He's-
on to, and then also used a carrot for the neck. Used a piece of fettuccine for his very slick tie there. Nice skinny tie. With some mozzarella cheese in the eggplant for the torso. Those are his arms. And then if you notice, his fingers are actually
It's
separated.
gone far out.
I cut individual fingers. I think you can
wow.
see better on this side. Let's move his hair over. But yeah, there we go. That's a much better view of the fingers. You know, we had to give the guy the fingers there, make sure it looks good.
That's amazing.
And then for the base, we went with a gourd. And then the grass skirt is also the carrot tops. And his black shoes are actually the bottom of the eggplant. I wanted to go with some nice, classy black shoes there. He's ready for dancing. This guy is ready for the dance floor. I mean, who would not want to dance with this guy? Come on.
Honestly, this is I
That's crazy.
even the gals are like, yeah, but yeah,
Look, I
I
wanna
want
take-
to
I
hear
wanna-
the rest from the other two as well, and I
His
reckon I
structure-
can do
Brian's structure's
most of it. To be
Brian's
honest,
structure is very stable. It's very, very stable. It's very thought out. He's, you know, it's the
Very
structurability, the stability of his structure is very, very stable.
it is.
Like it's crazy. So, what are you gonna give Brian out of 10 for his structure?
Well, for structure, personally, he's gonna have to hit a 10 because everything's stayed on there, nothing's moved, and I've watched, like I said, I've watched all of your shows, and I'm really impressed. Like generally, He said he was bringing it, and he has brought it. He has brought it, and straight up, I can't. I could be, oh, this way about it, that way about it, but like, even with the other stuff, like the creativity, the ingredients, everything, like he's ticking all the boxes, to be honest, and I've got to give him that. I have to give him that. Like, look at it. Wouldn't you think that would look great in an art gallery? It would. It really
I know,
would.
it's like a piece of art
For like a
It
day,
does.
and then it would go brown. But
Yeah, exactly.
if it was a one-off piece, someone might buy it for 20 cents.
Exactly.
So you're giving him a 10 for that?
I'm giving him a 10. Yeah.
All right.
Kenny.
For the structure.
Right,
Are you still
10.
playing with yours, Tracy? Because I have noticed that you've been playing with yours for a little bit, and I
Yeah,
just
she knocked her cupboard. She knocked it on her cupboard, her door shut, and then it fell down.
And it fell off. Because I was just like,
you'd think after 5 shows you would have learned by now. Sorry, I love you.
Right? So here I am trying to, save the food because it was going brown. And so I just went, and like to this side, I'm like, uh-oh. And I slammed the drawer.
Okay, well, Trace, I love you, and I did see it before, and I know you had a little accident. I'm gonna have to give you a little bit less, obviously, because
That's
it's
fine.
like, I'm going
Love it.
for the whole
Yeah.
whammy bammy, and I do love you. I don't want you to hate me any less. I know I've been in your house, but I'm here to do the show properly, and I can't have any favorites. But
So the
like,
fair.
yeah, I like the whole thing that you had when the time was out. I know you've had a little door accident. These things happen.
Yes.
I'm
chaos
going
after
to
all.
give you for like your structure and what you had at the time before the accident happened. I'm going to give you a 9. Is that? I hope you're okay with that. I'm going to give you a 9.
Ecstatic with that. Totally ecstatic with that. So no, all good. I'm just trying
Right.
to. I'm going to make wedges out of balls. So that's the leftover carrot.
I have
Yeah.
seen peacocks, and I've looked at it as an angle, and even though I know she's off, I believe looking after kids. But I for Goddess, I will give her an 8.5. I would go a bit lower
8.5.
because it's not as high. It's wide. It's like wider. It's very beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Creativity side, amazing. But on the structure side, I can't see much going on. It's only a certain height, and I feel like she could have got a little bit more lost in the structure to keep it higher and more stronger. And yeah, so I'm gonna give her an 8.5 for what she's done. She's still done really well
8.5.
for what she's
Awesome.
used, but I can see a lot
Awesome.
more with the other two personally. So yeah.
All right. Now we got to jump straight to the ingredients, Deeds. We got to get to the ingredients and work out of 10 what you're going to give each contestant for the ingredients that they used.
If you want me to go over them again, I can. Because there were many.
I think we know what your ingredients are because we saw the mozzarella sticks, we saw the eggplant, we saw the tomato, we saw the olives, the marshmallows, your feet. We've seen everything on your structure, so we know what ingredients you use. But how many
Can you
ingredients
just say
do
though,
you say?
Borat? I'm pretty impressed by all 3, but like there's always one that goes and you can't help that, Brian. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you will get. I feel like I want to just give him a 9.9 just to go. Hang on, I'm not giving you another 10.
Definitely.
But Brian, yes, I'll be giving you a 10 on yours. I'll be giving you a 10 on yours for the ingredients. For the ingredients, you'll be getting a 10. For Tracy, you'll be getting a 9.5.
9.5. Look at that. So I can't believe that one. I'm trying to fix it up now to go there. He's got shades on.
Yeah, but I'm going by before this. Is that okay with you, Borat? I'm going before this accident happened. I'm going before this accident.
Yeah, of course, that's fine.
And
there it is. Back.
I hate this, Goddess, because I think you're amazing, and I feel like you could have used a few more things, and I think it's amazing what you use.
Oh, yeah.
But from what the other two have done, I have to give you another half mark less than that again. So like 9 for you, 9.5 for Tracy, and a 10 for Brian. So that's where I'm going with that one.
And yeah, awesome. And on the creativity. It's going to be hard. This is going to be the hardest one.
Can I just all round say I'm really happy with where they've gone with their creativity, and I can see the love and the passion, and I know them all a bit to know what they can do with that passion. Like Brian is always this passionate about everything.
Yeah.
So he'll get a 10 for that. Tracy is getting a 10 because she's always this passionate and everything about. And I tell you what, even Goddess, she will get 10 for it. So all three of them can have a 10 for it because they put 110% in. This show is about creativity, and nobody would be here unless they had a creative mind. Whether they're being a mom in the side, whether they're being up at silly o'clock, whatever it may be, people are here, and I really appreciate all of you. You've done so well, and thank you for being on Borat's show.
Indeed.
So a 10 for all
It
of
was
you on the
awesome.
creativity.
Awesome. All the contestants were very creative, and they all knew what they were doing. They all came in here, you know, even if they came in last minute as a last minute contestant, they still managed to pull something together, which shows you on the show. It's crazy, it's wild, it's chaotic, and it's an enjoyable show. I love doing this show. I find it so entertaining to watch, to see what you can come up with and what people on the app can come up with their creativity and their imagination. And once again, I'll say welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. These are my contestants, Uncle Brian, Tracy, and my judge, Funwithdeeds, and Goddess Indy, who was in the box before. I don't know what happened. She must have dropped out. Must have been an internet or something issue. But please make sure you hit everyone with a favorite. It fell off again. Please make sure you hit everyone with a favorite in the box. And I appreciate everyone who's come in here and supported the show. Next week's show is going to be the craziest, tallest burger tower challenge with creativity. So you got to come with a creative, tallest burger tower challenge. If you want to be a contestant or a judge, please hit me up, or my admin Merc. Merc, are you in the comments? Can you please make a comment there so I can see you in the comments, Merc, if you're still here? So please make sure you hit up my admin Merc. He's going to be discussing who's going to be in the show, contestants, and everything like that related to the show as well. Or myself, make sure you can message me up as well. So it's going to be crazy. Next week's challenge, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see who we're going to have in the box where you're at, Deeds, to see who's going to be the judge for the show. That's going to be interesting as well. The burgers for the burgers, you can get pre-made patties. This is a very easy challenge. You can even get pre-made burgers from the store and just cook them up. So when you come on the show, you can eat, because it doesn't take long to cook a burger. It takes a couple of minutes.
So they can only cook them. They can only cook them from when they start their time.
Yes,
right, let's do this.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be interesting, Deez, to see how they're going to handle that.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be a fun show as well. This was a crazy, like Brian, you blew my mind with that structure. Indy, you blew my mind with what you could come up with on a last minute. And Tracy, your structure was just crazy as well. Like, I did not think you were going to do a peacock. That was very, very wild.
I know. I was really happy with all of them. Honestly, I thought they were all amazing. But like you said, for the 4 things that you asked me to judge on, that's how I had to go with it. And I knew that everyone was going to go as stream as they can, but I have to go for the all 4 all rounds, you know. And for like I said, for creativity, they all did amazing. But it's interesting how long people go. But obviously, one of the things is a height, which changes everything. Which was where Brian went. I'm going to go far out, and even was that biscotti hair, spaghetti hair. Yeah, there you go. Like. It is. You can get so creative on it. And Borat, you're doing so well at this. And thank you for having me as a judge. And I can't wait to be back, honestly. And let's see where we go with the next one.
100%. And, you know, if you've missed out on the show, I do have a YouTube channel called Borat's Chaos Kitchen. All the shows are uploaded. So if you did miss out part of the show, or you want to catch up on my previous shows, you can go onto my YouTube channel, hit a subscribe, and all the videos will come up. So this will be uploaded later today or tomorrow. I appreciate everyone coming in here and supporting the show, because the show is going to be featured very, very soon. So, you know, as a featured show, I do need regular contestants, judges, and participants, because once it's featured, you know, it's going to be every week on a specific time. So, you know, anyone who wants to come back and compete again or be part of the show, I'd appreciate that as well. Like I say, Deeds, I'd love to see you in the other in the contestant shoes with a different judge. That would be very interesting to see how you'd handle it.
You want to see me as a contestant as well as a judge?
I'd love to see you as a contestant to reverse the role.
I reckon against time.
See how you go in that.
I can do both. When we're up and we've got it, I will do both. Yeah, I know.
I'd love to see the reversal role,
because I'm normally the one eating a lot of weird things on here. Like I've eaten fish eyes, I've eaten cat food, I've eaten dog food. Yeah, we can make something out of food. I'm sure.
100%.
Awesome.
Did anyone notice my headband?
Awesome. You know what? Like I say, this
put me up against these two.
I know when I put you on the show, you're going to be up against a nice. I'll make a nice set of contestants for the show. I'll get a nice bunch of contestants for you to be competing against, and then it'll be interesting to see how you handle it as well with a different judge. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm enjoying my show. I'm enjoying this. I think, you know, it's something also promoting a bit of healthy eating. While we get unhealthy, sometimes we can also get healthy. So it promotes a bit of healthy eating as well. Like there's my admin in the comments. He's back, Merc. Please make sure, you know, if you want to be a contestant or a judge on the show, make sure you let Merc know. He is helping me do the show as well as my admin for the show. So, you know, I'd love to see who's going to come here next week. I want to see who's going to do this craziest creative burger tower. It's going to be mental and crazy.
I also, I know this is a bit extreme for the end, but Brian, eat an olive and bite the end of that carrot nose.
Yes, give us a bite. Let's go.
And eat an olive at the same time, please. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
30 chews. 30 chews. Digest it well.
Woo.
Digest it well.
Nom, nom, nom. And I've just eaten like an apple and a cucumber.
You ate a nugget,
Yum.
an apple, and a cucumber.
There you go, Trace. It's delicious. Everyone, also tonight, everyone, if you can go home tonight, make sure you get your fruit and vegetables on your way home.
Don't use these as a puppet.
Did you, was that the hairy part
Don't
of the
use-
carrot? Yeah.
For eating.
Was it the hairy part of the carrot?
Oh dear.
Because you can see
Oh dear. At least
it
I
got very
don't eat.
hairy, didn't it?
Right, and Tracy, just to finish off the show, I think that you should play us a little drum beat on the side of your chopping board with your carrots.
There we go.
Borat's fruits
Everyone, welcome.
and vegetables.
All right, everyone, thanks
need
for
to do
coming in to the show. I appreciate everyone for being here. Like I said, welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen, where contestants compete to fight out in various food challenges. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, Funwithdeeds. These are my contestants, Trace, Uncle Brian, and Goddess Indy, who's left the box already. Please make sure you hit them all with a favorite. It's been an awesome show. I loved it. It was crazy and exciting. It was wild. Next week, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Let me
next
know
week
what's
and who's
happening,
gonna
mate,
be
okay?
competing.
Appreciate
100%.
you.
All right. If you want to stay in the box and have a chat after the show, you're more than welcome. This